After watching lots of Xmaxx videos over the years, I finally picked one up. They are expensive, so I didn't want to just buy one, but I was able to work out a trade deal, which made me feel a little bit better about it. It is all stock, but in great shape, and I've been having a blast with it so far. So once again, I'm wishing that I would have picked one up sooner. There have been a few things that have surprised me about it, which I'm going to talk about throughout this video, but first, let's head up to the rock. It is time to break this thing in for real. If you watch a lot of my videos, you might recognize this rock. I pointed it out and I wanted to jump off of it, gap over this trail, land on that downside, but the vehicle I had at the time was not big enough, I didn't think. Well, the Xmaxx is about as big as it gets, so no excuses now. Let's check out the takeoff here. It is a little bit rough, but I think the big tires and the long travel suspension should make up for it. Oh, mega case. More speed this time. Oh, pretty good that time, actually. This looks like a cool perspective from here. Oh, could not line it up like I needed to, though. That was awesome! The best part might be that I can drive it back up here without walking down there to get it. That airtime is a lot of fun. Bonus content, trying to do a combo line here. There we go. It's actually a pretty big up. The root right in a bad spot. Got the remote stashed, ready to launch. See if I can get it right away. First try here. Hey! I've probably done that 15 or 20 times by now, but it's fun every time. Well, it was actually a lot better out here than I expected. It was just so sandy and steep that I didn't know how well it would do with the open differentials, but I was able to go through, up, and down a lot more than I thought. There's a ton of potential for more lines out here, so I'll have to come back and do some more filming another time, but so far, so fun. Oh, snuck right through. Parked it. Okay, I'm back home and ready to head into our woods, but that little crash reminded me of something that caught me by surprise. I really thought there would be a bit more in-air control and more overall power, but it is stock, so I guess they don't want to make it too crazy. I just expected more. I'm pretty sure the gearing is stock, so gearing up would help out a bit there, but I don't want to go too high and make it run hot either. It's enough speed to have plenty of fun though. My next surprise was how good the brakes are. They are very strong, and at first I was kind of worried that they were too strong and they might do some damage to the diffs. But then I thought it might be a good safety feature with a truck this size and weight. It's probably good to be able to stop as quickly as possible in case you're heading for something that you don't want to hit, like a person or a wall. And having this strong of brakes, it's pretty fun to mess around with, try to do nose wheelies, try to control those wheels and keep the back ones in the air. Oh, front flip out there. Let's see if I can get a nice good one all the way across. That was awesome. Oh yeah. I actually tried to do it that time. The next surprise was how smooth the motor is. Now you can get it to cog if you put it in a situation like this, since it is sensorless, but you can just about do some crawling with it and get over some pretty large stuff since it's such a big truck. You can also turn some crawler lines into jumps. It kind of makes me want to put some thicker diff fluid in to see how much better it could do. I don't want to go full crawler with it, but it's pretty fun to mess around with on the rocks and logs. Speaking of rocks, I'm going to see if I can get through this rock garden here. Be a true test of its crawling capabilities. It's doing quite well so far, actually. I definitely did not expect to be driving stuff like this with this kind of rig. It's getting a little tight in here, but making its way through. Not sure about this corner with all these rocks. Definitely more slow speed control than I thought it would have, so I'll have to find more stuff like that. It's also a lot of fun on the mountain bike trail. Here's jump to berm, jump out, and back the other way. Even though it's full of leaves and some sticks, thing just eats it up. It is definitely more nimble than I thought it would be. I figured it would take a lot more room to be able to turn around, and it turns relatively quickly for the size of it. This track is designed for something much smaller, but I'm able to get around it pretty well. Not as quick as I can with the other rigs, but can still make it happen. So it's nice to be able to drive it in a lot of different spots. This track is a little muddy today though. And I'm low on battery. All right, I'm all charged up and ready to go big. I've been eyeing up this roof gap behind me for quite a while now, so I brought a ramp out. And I'm hoping I can jump onto this first one, transfer over to the little one, and then drop to the ground. Quick little test jump, feel out the kicker. Should do. I'm up, I'm over, and down. All right. Oh, crash landing, but that was awesome. Let's see if I can clean that landing up a bit now. Up nicely, over nicely, and down nicely. The battery must have came unplugged. It did shut off, but gotta count that. That was sweet. Try to get it without shutting off this time. Oh no! Ouch! Oh, little case, but it's through clean. Wow. Ow! Bad landing on the front there, but it's still good. Want to get another smooth one. Right into the camera. That was a close landing there. There are those strong brakes paying off. Might be tough to line up from this view, but I'll go for it anyway. Actually, maybe the best one. Okay, the landing could have been smoother, and I'm having way too much fun doing this, so there's another one. Well, my drone batteries were dead, so I climbed up here to get a view from up top. That is just so cool how it jumps across that little gap. Tons of fun. But now I have to jump across that little gap on my feet again. Getting down, a little sketchy, not gonna lie. Safe. Well, that was a blast. I am really enjoying this thing. It actually makes me want to get more large-scale RCs. I didn't think I needed anything this big, but after driving it, it just opens up some cool options. So might have to get some more. Definitely gonna have to get some more batteries because, as I expected, the ones I got were pretty cheap and didn't last as long as I would like. That's a common issue or a complaint for me. I always want the batteries to last longer. I guess you just gotta go for some bigger, more expensive ones, but they get the job done and got tons of fun with this rig so far. Planning on doing more with it. I do have paddle tires to test out, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.